Most men today have low testosterone and don't even realize it. Weak habits, low energy, tired, emotionally unstable, and some of them even have bitch tits, like literally man boobs. If that sounds harsh, good, because what I'm about to show you could literally change your life. Poor mental health equals bad habits. That means you will seek comfort because of depression, anxiety, or whatever you have, and that means you will end up going to bad habits like porn, jerking off, gaming, junk food, overconsumption, overstimulation, whatever the hell it is. All of those things are bad. They're not good for you. Never are. I don't even think they're good in moderation. You shouldn't even be doing them, not even considering them. So don't do them. An important little phrase to remember for yourself is your environment shapes your mind shapes your habits, and your habits shape your testosterone. Number 2, bad sleep. You need to sleep at least 8 hours. That means 8 to 10 hours in bed because you need a bit of time to wind down. That means no screens before bed, nothing exciting before bed, no working out before bed. Bad sleep is the silent killer of testosterone. That means if you don't sleep a lot, you will kill your testosterone 100%. Studies have even shown that one night of bad sleep, that means like 5 to 6 hours of sleep instead of 8, decrease your testosterone by at least 30%. That's crazy, guys. That's a lot. 30%. If you would have 1,000 nanogram test per deciliter, that would be 700, bro. For most, there's somewhere around from 700 to 500. That's quite a lot. It doesn't seem like a lot, but that will make you feel a lot different. Imagine you have 30% less motivation, 30% less drive. That's crazy. So make sure to change that. If you disrespect your sleep, your hormones will also get disrespected. Remember that. Next one, fapping kills your drive and your T levels. Masturbation kills your testosterone because of prolactin. What prolactin does is when it increases, it decreases testosterone. It's just like cortisol. The more you have of it, the less testosterone you have. And it will also make you numb to emotions, numb to good feelings, numb to normal joy. Now, the most important part, if you're struggling with this, is NoFap isn't about streaks. It's about changing your identity. So you're just someone who flaps less now or just doesn't fap anymore. You're not someone who's trying to quit, you've already quit. And maybe if you just do it every 3 days, every 2 days, every week, whatever, you're falling forward. Like you're making progress. You're going step for step. You're doing it less and less and less. Consider it like how often do you do it on a month compared to the last month before. Right? Not how often in a day. Or how often every 2 days or every 3 days. View it over a big span. Some days you might mess up, some days you might not mess up. It doesn't really matter. Smoking. This is an identity issue because you consider yourself a smoker, not a non-smoker. This is a huge one that helped me. I'm still trying to quit, but I'm basically saying I've already quit because I'm saying I'm trying to quit because sometimes when I see someone smoking, I still look over at the cigarette and think to myself, I might go up to him and ask him, but then I say, no, I'm not a smoker anymore. And I don't do that anymore. But what I do now is I vape just without nicotine. To sometimes when I get the urge, I just take a toke off the vape. But there's no nicotine, so I think it's just gotta be a habit. And habits are way easier than addiction. But right here I have to read a bit of my notes. Smoking damages blood vessels, it lowers blood flow, and which impacts testosterone production. Because the blood flow to your testes is what helps the testes produce more testosterone. It's also the signaling, the leptin, I believe it's called. No, luteinizing hormone. The leptin is what signals, it's the fat that produces leptin, which signals to your brain, hey, produce some luteinizing hormone, which goes down to your testes, and then your testes produce testosterone. Boom, there you have it. But what I was trying to say is, the testosterone in itself, that's also flowing in your blood, will also circulate way less because of the worse blood flow. So that does actually decrease testosterone, despite what others told you, that it increases testosterone. It might increase by a little bit, but if you're considering the gym, your gym progress will also be stumped because it's 30% less protein synthesis. So just not good to smoke. I think it's mainly smoking. I don't think nicotine in itself is that bad because smoking has a lot of like bad things in it. So smoke, like putting nicotine pouches because it helps you concentrate for work, for your business or whatever. I believe that's fine to some degree if you control it. Just keep it at 3 to 4 pouches a day maximum. But otherwise, I think replacing smoking with something else is also pretty good help, like doing push-ups, reading, learning something, or chewing gum. Chewing gum also helped me a lot because it's like you have something in your mouth, you have some taste, something minty helps a lot with that. There's also a lot of other tools that I've seen now, but I think those are the main ones that aren't expensive and are like pretty easy to get to. And another takeaway is you're not trying to quit smoking, you're trying to become someone else. You're trying to change your identity. Number 5, sedentary lifestyle. Working out is not enough here. I believe you should work out, strength training 2 to 4 times a week, but going doing cardio, like for the 10 hours a week, jogging, walking, light jogging, something that with which conversational level where you can still talk with someone, that's pretty good. That's enough. But you should progressively increase it because that means your cardio will improve. Your heart is now better. Your heart can now pump more blood more efficiently. So the beats per minute goes down. And that means your exhaustion level will be less as well. That means you'll be able to go from light jogging to pretty fast jogging, where you're running faster now. And that can help you sleep better and faster because you can calm down faster. That means you'll have better recovery during sleep because your heart rate will be lower because it doesn't have to pump as much blood because it's more efficient at it now. I mean, it can pump more blood just with less exhaustion of the heart, with less strain, if you get what I mean. Oh, alcohol. Ooh, I think that's a big one for most of you. Most of you go out partying, and I think that's fine. But if you do it like every weekend, that is not fine, man. That is definitely not fine. You're compensating for something over there. And well, I think it's fine to do every like second week or once a month. It's a social thing, right? That's good. You're social. You're connecting with people. But you're going out late. You're sleeping late and you're drinking alcohol. Alcohol will also make you fat because alcohol has 7 calories per gram. That means it's between fat and it's between carbs. It's in between. It's in a category by itself. But what I'm trying to say is it'll also make you fat. And a bigger belly means your insulin resistance will be worse. And I'll come to that later when I come to sugar. Which is number 7, sugar. A silent hormonal assassin. Sugar spikes insulin. It gives you cortisol spikes. It spikes your insulin. And it crashes your energy. Insulin resistance will mean that you have low testosterone and high estrogen, which is not good. That is the cause for man boobs. Low testosterone, high estrogen. I mean, high estrogen in general, which just give you man boobs. And you don't want those. They don't look aesthetic. You'll have to do surgery to remove them. Now here's a bit scientific fact. If you have high belly fat and high sugar, then that means you will have fat aromatization, which means that testosterone will convert into estrogen. That means you could have high testosterone, but that means you'll also have high estrogen because a lot of it is converting. So in end result, you don't have high testosterone, you have high estrogen, and the levels are just not correct. Only because you're eating Domino's pizza, sugars, what other sweets are there? Chocolate, you know, like high chocolate, high sugar chocolate. Like dark black chocolate that almost doesn't taste like chocolate anymore. That's fine, because that's actually quite healthy. But you only eat like one little piece of it. You know, like one little four-angle, holy hell. One little square of it, not the whole bar. Because you're not trying to overeat. Just trying to get the healthy benefits of it. Also a big one, again for testosterone. It causes inflammation, hurting the Leydig cells that make testosterone. Those are the cells in your testes that produce the actual testosterone. Plus, it ruins your sleep if you're eating it late at night. More sugar, more fat, more estrogen, less testosterone. Pretty simple. Your testosterone is the foundation for drive, focus, energy, and masculinity. Like your face shape, how your body looks, the angular face. I don't have that quite yet because I'm still quite fat. I'm like 20% body fat, trying to get down to 10. Cut these habits out or they'll keep you down. Start with one, track it, replace it, and your future self will thank you. Otherwise, if you're not doing it, you can think of it as like going to debt. You're doing stuff that your future self will regret, and you're putting yourself into debt, into the minus. And you'll have to go back up again, then you're going back up again, and then you'll only be at baseline where everyone else is, where the average is. Because you're a gremlin, you're below average, because you're having bad habits. So you need to increase that until you become better than everyone else, then you have better habits, and then life becomes better. Everything just comes so much easier. So do that, and everything will become easier and better. So that was it with the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Subscribe for more deep, raw content like this. Comment which of these habits you are cutting out first. And, as always, leave a like as well to help me finish the algorithm. Peace.